Hello folks, welcome to a new episode of Astroneers. No, hang on. Not Astroneer, hang on. Conan Exile. No. Rimworld? Rainworld. 3089? Oh, I know what it is! So I guess this is episode 12 of Season 3 of Savage Lands. We last played this about a year ago, just under a year ago, I think back in January. Time has flown. Development on the game ground to a halt, but it's back. Soon will be anyway. A big fat update is planned just before Christmas, which we'll discuss in due course. Now, interesting thing is, in preparation for this, they've actually closed the beta branch of what we were playing in Season 3. So in the last episode, we were on that great big island thing. Now that's gone. At least for now. I'm not quite sure if it's ever going to be revisited or not. But whatever. Hello, lad. Oh, I'm already facing bears. Well, let's run into. Oh. Ah! It's fine. Aye. So yes, and we are back in the island. This is the island from Season 2 of of my videos on Savage Lands. Why even punch it? I can't remember to play this. Whatever. Yes, two-handed. Yeah, it is two-handed wielding. So this is if you haven't seen this before, it's an open-world survival game with the emphasis on survival. It's been. I can't remember when it first came out. I think it was in early access. It was 2015, I think. And then I did Season 1, which was on one really large island. And then they completely changed direction of the game. In Season 2, He's inside the house! Well, there's a bear. They could come in houses. Prick! No, the bear. Yeah, let's actually bother to use both. There we go, that's more like it. Let's loot the prick. Doing. Oh, cancel. I think it might be full up. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm thinking I'm playing other games and I'm pressing shift and click. That doesn't work in this game. Let's actually eat some meat. Yeah, food hunger, all the usual things. I think if you're watching this video, you'll probably be more interested. There's no point in me, going back to basics with playing this. If you're watching this video, you probably want to know what's in the upcoming updates. Or to be fair, you probably already know. But you just want to hit... I wonder what save this is. But yeah, we'll discuss what's going to come up in what's in theory penciled in for before Christmas. But, don't hold your breath. So I think at the moment they're going back to this this island, which was actually 3 islands. And, well, to start with, it's all about quality of life, really. They're finally apparently going to fix all the pathing problems. Because there's a lot of stuff where they go a bit rogue. And they just don't avoid structures very well. I mean, you've already seen a little bit of it already. Although, having said that, I didn't realise I could actually go into that house, which I can't remember actually seeing before. But the point is, the AI has been broken. The build that's been out for ages. If you didn't actually opt into the beta branch like we were looking at in Season 3, which is whatever, the one we're doing at the moment in theory, that means you will still be playing this island branch, which is, they left it in a bit of a shonky state with broken AI and stuff like that. Reviews on Steam were not kind. Actually, which branch is this? This is for long-term viewers, if there are any left of this series. This is Grimsby. This is it's actually called Lake Tyvek or something like that. But this is what I called Grimsby back in the day. At some point they changed all these buildings so they were ruined buildings, but. So this is a build from even longer ago. I think this is a build they may have reverted back to, which is actually less bugged or something like that. It's been a while. I played Conan Exile since this. Oh, that was fun. Turned out that wasn't really a single-player game. Hey, lads. So yeah, what else is going to be new then? Actually, what can I forge at the moment? Anything? I say this is just to save the one save I found that could actually bloody well worked. Because obviously I've still got the saves from Season 3, but they no longer work because that branch doesn't exist anymore. Actually, let's get a nice shield. I've got a golden shield. Is there anything else I can be bothered to? No. In fact, I wasn't even using the forge there, was I? Or was I? Oh, I remember how it works. I can make another steel sword. Ooh. What meat? Can you cook meat on these things? No, it's a fire pit, isn't it? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, yeah, so let's actually try and go through a few more things that we'll hopefully see in the update. Better animations, apparently. They'll just look better There's a lot of stuff that's a bit janky. Some of the little golem things, which we didn't really, I don't think we really saw this, but you may have caught them in like the corner of a video here and there. But the little golem things which are a bit piss when they run around, or they slide around the place. Like, right, weirdos. And there's other things as well. I mean, the deer, is that a No, it can't be. No, it's not. It's just the top of the tree looked like a skeleton. There was a time in this game where skeletons would spawn on top of things. Usually rocks. I don't think I've ever seen trees before. Apparently in the new update, they're going to increase they're just going to basically increase combat performance. Again, I mean, what does that mean? We don't. It's a bit vague. Storms are brewing, so it's not an Astroneers storm. Get tonked in the face with a great big rock. Actually, I think Savage Lands was the series that coined the word tonk. Well, by me. Apparently, they're going to adjust the enemy spawners, so it's a little more kind of well, presumably like a bit of a better aid to a progression and stuff like that. I wonder where my buildings are. I wonder if this is this might be the save where I've got a house on a hill somewhere. So I'll try and get back to that if I can remember where it is in the game. Yeah, so the spawners will be better. This is from the update blog. From the number of enemies to how often you see them, this update will change the experience. Woo! Hey. So actually, at the moment, it feels like there aren't that many enemies around. Now, at the moment, in theory, cold is not hurting me that much at all at the moment. I have a feeling I must have some. I've got steel armour on. Warmth 10. Actually, that's warm across the board. I've actually got bloody loads of steel. Oh, I've got Everwood as well. So I could fight the dragon if I wanted to. And this must be my main save. Must be. Right, that's making my cold go down a lot quicker while running through that. I'm trying to remember where I actually need to go to get to my base. If my base exists on this save. Is this even right? Let's tonk the skelly. Oh, that's... Oops. No, that's eating food. Tonk! No, actually, just run into it, don't you? There we go! Shout out to the Season 1 and 2 title sequences. Right, let's try and get through here. I'm not 100% sure this is the way to the base. I remember it's along this river somewhere. So let's go on. Apparently in the new update, they're going to change Kerr a bit as well, which would be nice. I'm not quite sure what from. As I say, this is I'm not 100% sure where we are. Oh look, there's loads of X's over there. Let's check in with the X's. Some of the rarer, pointy, spiky ones that actually have little spears on them, which were introduced at some point. I can't remember when. That's actually, yeah. Oh, you can just hold the button down. And I've also actually got rid of one of my swords, haven't I? You don't seem to be paying that much attention. Oh yeah, this is one of the things they're going to fix in the update, apparently. This happens where they just ignore you. And I'm also doing that thing where I press shift and click again, which I shouldn't do. I think my inventory is actually full. So normally, yeah, I'm sure cold is supposed to... I think this might be one of the many updates where they actually were really a bit too generous with the Ooh, hang on. I think I see a fire in the distance. I think this is the canon save. Hooray! Anyway, something about tuning. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, so Kerr should be changed apparently, but they're keeping it. What they're actually the big change apparently they are keeping secrets. Apparently the devs are there's some what they're called Signal Studios. They are planning on doing a kind of like the first stream in about a year, possibly less than that, where they'll actually explain a bit more about the update and what's going on. So I'll actually be tuning in for the first time in a million years. Blimey. Yeah, this is it. This is what the hell did I call this base? Was it Centre Point? That's the prick. Hello, Centre Point. Did you miss me? What do you mean? Who am I? I'm your mate. I'm your boss. I'm also running out. Seem to have run out of... Oh, there we go. Stamina's coming back. Here we go. Got my campfire. May as well do some cooking. If I can get close enough. Why can't I cook? Is the fire working or not? Is that even a fire pit? I can't remember how to play this anymore. How do you cook? Oh, hello. Set my spawn point. So if I die, I'll be... Well, I think you know what a spawn point is. Hey, it's the bog! It's my trusty bog. There it is. Well, it's actually a mini bedroom. which I built here at some point. So it's trying to look at the what's the button? What the fuck is the button? There it is. Have a look at the blueprints. This is the one with the traps in it. Okay, so this is a build where they'd already introduced the traps, and so on. Really, fine. Let's have a look in the air. So what I always liked about Savage Lands is that it's not an XP-based game. And I've come to the conclusion after playing games like Elix and whatever that I'm just not one for XP. Also, bloody Conan Exiles and all. I'm not one for XP because I'm not one for grinding in that sense where it really is just watching a number go up. I like the Savage Lands was always a progression via gathering resources and then crafting better and better armour and stuff like that. This has nothing on it, which I did appreciate. This has also been dark this entire episode. I remember that was a feature of the videos, wasn't it? It was always bloody dark, and I always just usually just hunkered down and edited it out. But this time you're getting the full experience, just to remind you what Savage Lands is like. Hello, Kerr. I don't know if this is a save where Kerr actually dive bombs you, but that was always a feature of the original island back in the day. The very original island, where it was just basically a great big round flat, well, kind of like a bulging circular island. Kerr, you're always at threat from Kerr, because Kerr would go between 3 points of the island, pretty much like a triangle all around the island like that. And suddenly Kerr would be on your tail, on your ass, breathing righteous fire down on you. Whereas this one, it occasionally, in this build, it occasionally happened, but it was very rare, and you never felt really in danger from him. And I do want that back. And that's what they were trying to do with the beta big island branch, which is now apparently no longer going to be developed on. But I don't know about that. Maybe that's just for the future. It all depends on how much they commit to actually getting the game to a final release state, I guess. All I do know is that for now they are concentrating on this island again, the middle of the 3 types of island, until at least until it becomes nicely stable. And I'm thinking, well, once they've got to that stage, I doubt they're just going to throw all that away and start on the island number 3. Although, of course, all the things like the AI will carry over or whatever. So who knows? We'll know more in the middle of December. But I thought it is worth doing a little video, because it's been a while since I played this, and I thought, well, if they are going to start updating the game properly and add things that we can actually do videos on, well, why not? Why the hell not? We'll revisit this game unless the views bomb. And in which case, see ya! Yeah, whatever. Oh, God. Hang on, did there used to be a fence here? There did used to be a fence here. Was this, did I go crazy in one episode and start ripping this base down? I think I might have done. Let's get a rabbit. Well, rabbit meat. Can't fit it in my inventory again. This, you'll remember, was Fury Road. Currently inhabited by a goat. Mate. 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 No, there were no Furies on here at all. Those are the night guys. This is very this build is very sedate. This might even be the build that was essentially like the spawners were half broken all the time, and so things didn't really. Yeah, I actually need to warm up. I do remember them. I dropped those at one point early on in the season 2, and then just left it there as a reminder for myself every time I went down Fury Road, which isn't very often, and it doesn't get any Furies now anyway. So balls to the lot of them. I'm starting to get the red veins at the corner. Must get some warmth on me. I could do a bit of eating, but I'm not really hungry. That's the orange bar. No, I need to actually get warm. Do. Let's go inside the house. Ha! So what left is there to say, really? Well, yep. So yeah. So the great big island that was from season 3. I don't know about that. I don't know if I don't know what I felt about that particular island, because they're trying to capture the glories of well, I keep on referring to it as my videos, season 1 videos, but the original island. They keep on trying to reclaim the former glories of that, but it didn't quite gel really. The big island beta, even though they started adding dungeons in it. But they didn't really get hugely far with that, and they felt a bit unfinished and whatever. So I don't know if they're actually going to go back to doing that sort of thing or not, really. I liked it because it was a brand new island to explore, and I pretty much covered most of it in the earlier parts of this season, but bandages, I think. There we go. But no, I mean, I'm not quite sure what I really felt about it. I still feel like the best experiences I ever had with Savage Lands is in the original island. But that was back when I didn't really know the game, and I think it's a sort of game where it's best when you don't know what's going on, and you have to work things out for yourself. You have to explore, you have to get lost, and you have to get killed a lot until you've actually learnt and got good. But I don't know. So it'll be interesting to see where they take it and see where they take this particular island, because one of the major complaints about season 2, and one of the major complaints about this variety of the island is that it didn't feel big enough. There were 3 islands. This is the second, the middle island, and it never really felt large enough. Oh, those are the golems. It never really felt large enough for you to truly get lost in, because I mean the original criticisms of the original island was it was a bit featureless, or it didn't really have a huge amount on it. But it was just like a great big foresty wilderness. It's fucked off. So they tried to completely change that for this island and make it incredibly feature-packed and interesting. And unfortunately, they made it a bit too easy to navigate as a result, because everywhere's very kind of mapped out, and it's full of roads and it's full of features. So you almost never get lost after the initial couple of hours of running around. So I don't know. I mean, the ultimate answer is, well, who knows? I'm not a game designer. I'm just a leech. No, I said it. No. Anyway, yeah, so I'll keep an eye on Savage Lands. I'll make videos if interesting stuff happens. I mean, I wasn't even quite sure whether it was worth making this, but I thought, for old time's sake, and I still know there's a few subscribers out there who was still interested in this game. I think I went on the Savage Lands Steam forums, and I did notice a few familiar names like Chillcoot and all that. Shout out to him. Hello. Anyway, so as I go around the base of the Mega Tower, I think that's it. I'm not going to say I'm not going to play this completely properly now. There's no real point. I mean, I've covered this island extensively already. Go check out my Season 2 videos if you want to see the development of this island. The start of the Season 2, well, I mean, they hadn't finished it yet. I mean, so there's a lot of stuff that had only really been put in place about halfway through the season. Also, that's copper, isn't it? Or is it? Yes, it's copper ore. That's right. Oh no, that's copper ore. Just down there. I've obviously mined this node and not picked it up. That's a copper ore node, anyway. So yes, go watch Season 2 if you want to see the development of this. You might want to jump in halfway through, or not. If you really were a sucker for punishment, watch it all. But I'd give the rest of Season 3 a miss, because apparently that's not going to be developed anymore. So, who knows? Anyway, thanks for watching. Do check out my other videos. Do check out my Astroneer videos, because that's a survival game, only it's low poly. So, it's more my sort of game, I guess. And that's it, really. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.